And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Eric McKinley. I am the Director of Program Development of National Business Builders. And had a couple of minutes before my next training, so I wanted to share some information with you. And actually, I want to paint a picture for you. So before we get started, do me a favor: drop your city and your state. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Like it, share it, and tag someone. That's right. Like it, share it, and tag someone because you never know who may want this information. You never know who you're going to be the vessel for, so to say. So I'm going to jump right into it. Like I said, I wanted to paint a picture for you. So as you see the caption, you'll see basically it says, and I'm going to read word for word. Imagine having access to a simple strategy that allows you to keep more of your money without working a second job or losing time with family. And it says text keywords, keep more, to my number. Okay, just to get started. Well, we're not going to worry about you texting anything. Hey, how you doing, Luther? Thanks for jumping on, man. Um, we're not going to worry about you texting anything just yet. I want you to pay attention because I want to paint a picture. Let me share my screen with you because there are a lot of people who are out there who are looking for a better opportunity. However, what's happening is they are really passing it up because they're looking for jobs. Now, there's a saying by a wealthy Asian guy. He said, if you put bananas and money in front of a monkey, the monkey will choose the bananas every time because the monkey doesn't really understand that they can buy more bananas with monkeys. Well, in the same sense, if you put a business and a job in front of a person that doesn't understand about finances, about money, then they'll choose the job. 9 times out of 10, they'll choose the job every time because they don't understand that you can make, earn, and get more with a business than you can with a job. Now, listen, a job should be just what it is, a stepping stone. It's a blessing. I've heard several people talk about, hey, I'm blessed to have my job. I'm blessed to have my job. And then all of a sudden, guess what happens? The job has disappeared. So allow me to paint a picture of four different couples. Four different couples. And each couple is 40 years old. Or should I say 40 years young? Each couple is 40 years young. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you is because each one of these couples decided to make a decision based off of what they understood and what they knew. So let's go ahead and get started. The first couple is Martha and Tom. They're both 40 years young. Martha and Tom both work a job, and both of their jobs equal to $100,000 per year. And that's really what a lot of people thrive or strive to accomplish, that six-figure income. Well, they have a standard deduction this year of $25,100 because they're married filing jointly. Now, just so you know, and I got to put this disclaimer out, this is only training, okay, ladies and gentlemen? Don't take these numbers for a literal sense. This is just training, but I want to give you somewhat of an idea of how we look at our money and how we actually lose money by not using different strategies. Now, they may be taxed at a rate of 28 to 33%. Like I said, the numbers are just for your understanding. They may not be the exact numbers. Now, that means that their taxable income is going to be approximately $74,900. Why? Because they have nothing else to deduct. And you probably say, well, you know what, Eric? They have this, they have that, they have no. A lot of things have changed. And because things have changed and many of us are not keeping up with the changes, we end up doing what we understand, what we know, or what somebody told us. So they're going to earn that six-figure income, but they're not going to get an opportunity to keep it. So now you have Sandra and Mike. Sandra and Mike are both 40 years young. Their primary job, together, they're earning $100,000 a year. They strive for that six-figure income and they got it. Well, Sandra wants to do some additions on the house, and they don't know any other way than for one of them to get a second job. Mike, being the man of the house, he says, hey, you know what? I'm going to go out there and I'm going to give me a second job. But what Mike didn't know is that 2 jobs are for 2 people. Nevertheless, Mike goes out and Mike brings home an additional $20,000 on a part-time job. Now they really think they're living life and they're doing a lot better. This is something you need to understand. Their total income is $120,000. However, their standard deduction is the same as Martha and Tom. That standard deduction, married filing jointly, is $25,100. Now, they're going to get taxed at the same rate. They did nothing different but put themselves in a higher tax bracket. They kept themselves in a higher tax bracket. So their taxable income is approximately $94,900. See, even though they went out and they brought more money back home by virtue of a job, they really didn't keep more of the money. They kept the same amount. As a matter of fact, I want you to understand something. If you're working 2 jobs, if one person is working 2 jobs, or you have more income and you have nothing to lower your taxes, all you're doing is shoveling that money right back to the IRS. Well, Mary and Dave went to a seminar. They went to a seminar and they were told something a little bit different. Mary and Dave, same thing, right? They are 40 years young, the primary job. They're bringing in $100,000 together. And they went to the seminar and they said, you know what? We found out that if we start a home-based business, right, we can actually legally lower our taxes. So what happened was, is the part that you don't see, not only were they able to start a home-based business, but because they had that home-based business, they were able to go and adjust their W-4 to reflect them having a business. So they had some business deductions. Well, their home-based business only brought them in $12,000 for the year. That brought them a total of $112,000. Now you can see on paper that they made less than Sandra and Mike. However, guess what? They're gonna fall into a couple of the same situations. They're gonna have the same standard deduction of $25,100, married filing jointly. But here's the deal: they're gonna get taxed at that $86,900. Here's the deal: they have an additional set of deductions. Why? Because they have a home-based business. And because they have a home-based business, they actually set themselves up to legally lower their taxable income. Now they have an additional deduction of $25,000. Now that business may be taxed about 10% less. That's approximately 18 to 23%. Now they're in a better situation than Sandra and Mike, and also Martha and Tom. Now their taxable income is $61,900. See, they get to keep more of their money. And a lot of people don't understand this, so they shy away from what they don't understand. Now, Betty and Bob went to the same seminar as Mary and Dave. Same situation, primary job. Both of them are earning a total of $100,000 together. Well, they also decided to start a home-based business because they heard that they could legally lower their taxes by owning and operating a home-based business. Same thing, $112,000 is their total. Standard deduction is the same, $25,100 for married filing jointly. Well, they decided to invest that $12,000 that they made from the home-based business. Instead of spending it, they decided to invest it. So that's going to be deducted from the taxable income. And then they also had an additional set of deductions that were actually $25,000. So now their tax, the business is going to be taxed at around 18 to 23%. And now their investments are going to be taxed at less than 15%. Now, these are just numbers, but I wanted to paint a picture so you all can understand why it's important to own and operate a home-based business. Now, their taxable income is at the lowest, $49,900. They're getting taxed at a lower tax rate, they're going to be able to keep more of their money, and ultimately they're going to win. Now imagine this. Imagine them earning an additional $1,000 per month in their household. Just imagine that. So I want to show you how powerful that is, because a lot of people will not believe me. They won't believe me how powerful this thing is. So let me stop my share, because I want to show you just how powerful that additional $1,000 a month is. Now, let me see if I can go back and share my screen, because I want to show something. I want to show you something that's going to make a lot of sense, y'all. A lot of sense. Because now, here's the deal. This is why it's important to understand how money works and how finances work. If you don't understand how money and how finances work, then what's going to happen is you're going to end up always trying to chase money and always trying to make money, but not learning how to keep the money that you're making. So I'm going to share my screen. And as I share my screen, you'll get an opportunity to see a financial calculator. So now, let's say they're 40 years young. We just said that, 40 years young. And let's say they're going to take that additional $1,000 a month and invest that money every month for the next 25 years. Yeah, I said it. They're going to periodically invest $1,000 per month, every month, for the next 25 years. And I'm gonna throw another ringer in there. They got started late. They got started late. Now, they're gonna get an annual rate of return on their investment of, and we're gonna start with the $1,000. So they're investing $1,000 a month, $1,000 a month, right? And they're gonna get, just on the basics, they're gonna get, let's say they get 8%. 8% return on their investment, compounded monthly, for 25 years. If you calculate that, their money's going to grow to about $49,000 south of $1 million. That's at 8%. Think about it. This is how powerful a home-based business and its strategies can be. Now, imagine they were able to get double-digit returns on their money. Let's say they were able to get 12% return on their investment, and they calculate that for 25 years. They're going to have $1.87 million in an investment account. Now, imagine being able to live off of the interest of that. Not the principal, but the interest. See, the reason why I want to share this with you, ladies and gentlemen, is because there's someone out there right now saying, you know what? I don't need a home-based business. All I need is a second job. Or I don't need a home-based business. I just need to make more money on my current job. I need everyone to understand there's power in strategies. So if you're out there looking to make more money and keep more money, there's a strategy that I have for you. So what I want you to do is I want you to text the keywords "keep more" to 803-848-0070. That's, once again, text keywords, or you can comment "keep more" to 803-848-0070. I hope this made some sense to somebody out there. Like it, share it, and tag somebody. And if it made sense, drop me a line, drop me a comment, tell me something. Find out what it is that you need to do to get started. Once again, my name is Eric McKinley, and I am the Director of Program Development of National Business Builders. I have just shown you the value of a home-based business. Like it, share it, and tag somebody. Definitely share it. You guys take care. And I always say, when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is properly applied knowledge. Y'all take care.